Dang, I'm you.
All right, that's all good. I'm going to just mute myself. I don't think that I'm going to be participating, but you can just text me if you need anything. But you can stay in here as me. But just let me know. Somebody's in the waiting room.
I know.
Um,
I was waiting on you to stop talking for me to admit them because I didn't want
oh,
to that the same picture is
look.
talking with two different
Also,
voices.
oops. Also, look. I was just live, so that conversation. Good thing we didn't say anything crazy. Because I was live on YouTube just now. So,
Oh. And
oh
I
wait, I'm
look
still
when I
live on
first
YouTube.
came in the room, I said, "Look, we're twinsies," but I was on mute, so you didn't know.
But look, I'm still live, so I'm getting off. Goodbye.
Hi.
right. I just realized that Jedi is in Texas, so he might be having power issues. So I will go ahead and get started. And we are going to do Try Hack Me room agent sudo, unless he pops in and tells us something different. So I will share my screen. And this is in Try Hack Me, so you can go ahead and get the attack box started. Hopefully you can hear me. Yes, no, maybe so. Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so we are going to deploy the machine and then also launch the victim machine. And I will post after we're done the write-up for this, which our very own Emma wrote up for us after we are done with this. So if you need to know how to get to agent sudo from dashboard, you click learn and then go to all rooms and then change it to free only, and then change it to capture the flags and then difficulty E, and then you can type in here agent sudo and then it'll come up and then you can join the room. And it takes a couple of minutes for it to launch. All right, so once you get your browser up and running in your attack terminal, we can go ahead and launch our terminal window. So we're going to approach that we do, any ethical hacking type engagement. We're going to start off with some enumeration to see what is available on the machine. So once your machine has been launched, you'll see over here in the under the active machine information, the IP address, your victim machine. So we're going to start off with a Nmap scan of that machine. And we're going to attempt to answer these questions. So it says, welcome to another Try Hack Me exclusive Capture the Flag room. Your task is simple. Capture the flags like any other Capture the Flag room and have fun. If you're stuck inside of a goal, post on the forum or ask them to Try Hack Me Discord. But hopefully we'll be able to make it through this. So we're going to start off with the Nmap scan. So we're going to say Nmap, and then I'm just going to say .a so that I can get everything. It is not the most speedy, it is not the most quiet, but it will get the job done. So I'm going to say Nmap-A and then the IP address of our victim machine. So mine is 10.10.144.98. And we're doing this to try to figure out what applications are open on the victim machine. So we can try to figure out what different vulnerabilities are there for us to exploit and take over. So was that a question? All right, so we've deployed the machine so we can go ahead and knock off the first task. And we can move on to the second task. So the second task says enumerate the machine and get all of the important information. So once you enumerate the machine and your Nmap scan is finished, and again, I just did Nmap-A and then the IP address on the terminal window, can get, trying to make this bigger for you, but it's being difficult. You get how many ports that are open on here. So it says how many open ports. So I see specifically port 21, 22, and 80 are open on here. So I think that the answer is in fact 3. So we will go ahead and put this in here. And again, we're doing Gent sudo on try hack me, which is one of the feature the flag machines, in case you are joining us a little bit late. So I think that there are 3 open. So let's submit, and hopefully we get a whoop whoop. Are you ignoring me? Oh, okay, it's correct. So how do you reflect yourself to a secret page? All right, so we scanned, we did the -A, and we found out that there are 3 different ports that are open, okay? So on those 3 ports, we have an FTP server, which is VSFTP, always love to see that. And we have an SSH service that's on there, which is OpenSSH. And we also have an Apache HTTP server, which is 2.4.29. So that tells me a couple of things. That tells me that, you know, this might be, vulnerable to any number of web attacks, or also if the FTP allows for an anonymous login, then that might be an option as well. All right, so it says, how do you reflect, how to redirect yourself to a secret page? So let's go check out the web server and see what we can see there. All right, so we're just going to put in the IP address of the website on here. So mine is 10.10.144.98. You can put in where yours is, and we're going to press enter. And it says, dear agent, choose your own code name as user agent to access this site. All right, so the answer is not there, but it gives us the hint. So we don't see anything else on here as a login or anything. So let's view the page source to see if there's any secret squirrely information in here that it can help us. All right. So when we look in here, we see the announcement, some HTML code, nothing interesting. But it says use your own name as user agent. All right. So how do you redirect yourself to a secret page? So it says hint, answer. So maybe user agent is actually the answer. Let's see. Okay, it is. All right, so with that being said, perhaps there is a /user agent off the side that we can be able to access. We can just check it out. I haven't done this room yet, so we're going to find out together. All right, so there is not. All right, so we are going to, I think, use curl. So curl is a command line tool that allows you to be able to change the user agent. So we're going to try to use curl to see what we can do. So we can just minimize the web server here for a second and go back to our terminal. And we're going to say, I'm just going to do a new, in case I need any of this information later, a new tab. And I'm going to say curl, and then -A, and I'm going to say A-O, and then the IP address. So mine is 10.10.144.98. So the -A sends the agent string to the HTTP server, and the -L allows for a redirect. Okay, so we're going to press enter, and it just basically displays the contents of the page. So it says, we're going to use the curl command to try to find and enumerate the agent's code name. So we know it's not R, so let's start with A and go down the alphabet. Okay, so that did not work, but it says agent R. All right, so let's see if that, let's try a couple other letters. So we tried the A with the letter A. Let's try V. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to try. Now it just says agent R still. What am I missing? So let's try letter C. Okay, and we get a different message. So it says, attention, do you still remember our deal? Please tell Agent J about the stuff ASAP. Also, change your goddamn password. It is weak. From Agent R. Okay, so we find out that our agent name is Chris. So is that one of our answers? C-H-R-I-S. Right, and it actually tells you, you might face a problem on Firefox, try using Azure Switch plugin with user agency. Okay, so I was willing to go hard and we was gonna try it 26 times. But maybe I should check the hints. All right, next up, hash cracking and brute force. Done enumerating the machine, time to brute force your way out. All right, so now that we have our agent's name, we're going to do hash cracking. So we're going to use Hydra, which is a command line tool for password cracking. So we're going to say Hydra -L Chris user, and we're going to just use the rack keyword list. So user share word list. This is available on all of your machines. So if you tab it out, user share word list, it should start completing it for you. And we're going to use Rocky. And then we're going to do the IP address, and we're going to try to access this over, I think, FTP. And I'm just putting my IP address, which is 10.10.144.98. You can put whatever your IP address is. And what this is going to do is it's going to try all the passwords in the RACU list against the user Chris. Okay. So, oh, I did not tell it what service. So we're going to do this over FTP because we see that there is FTP as one of the three services that we're over. Let's see, what did I do? Oh, I think I need to actually put the, let's see, give me one, let's see what I did wrong here. Oh, I think I forgot to say what the password, the -P flag. So we're going to, Shane said he was ready to test all 26 items. I like that dedication. All right, so you need to go back up and then you need to add a -P flag after the Chris. So I'm just going to, if my ever lets me go to the left, I'm going to add, it's supposed to be Hydra-L, Chris, and -P, which tells it to look in the past, use the RACU password list as your password. So the option is going to try. So that's what I'm missing here. And also, if you happen to be on a military or Secret Service location, you should not be using Hydra. That's what the message says. All right, the -P. space, and I think it's supposed to be an uppercase T if I'm not mistaken. We'll find out if it yells, and then you can just enter, and then it's going to start doing a password attack on the server port 21, which is FTP, to see if they can get in with a username and password. And Hydra is basically, like I said, it's a brute force command line tool, which basically is going to try all of the passwords in that list. And if you're familiar with the RockU list, there are probably thousands, if not more. So this may take a couple minutes. So if anyone has any questions, you can feel free to ask while we're waiting for this. But what we hope to get out of this is that we hope that our secret agent, Chris, who has a weak password, and his password might just be Crystal, we can be able to log in over FTP. All right, so we know that Chris's password is Crystal. So we're going to FTP into this server. We're going to do that using the FTP command. So we're going to just say FTP and we can answer this question. The FTP password is Crystal. Yep, that's good, boss. All right. So you're going to let me submit? What's up? All right, while it's doing that, we're going to log in with FTP to our victim server here. Did it say? Uh-oh, the question's already been answered. Okay, so I guess it's correct. All right, so we're going to log in FT 10.10.144.98, which is my IP address, probably not yours. And we're going to say enter. And then we're going to log in with the commands that we already, the username and password that we just got from Chris, because his password is weak. So we're going to say Chris. Did you not hear me when I said Chris? Let's see. Oh, I guess it did not, Chris. And what's the password? The password is Crystal. All right, so logged into the FTP server. All right, so we need to see what is on here. So we're going to say LS, see if there's anything interesting in here. There is a letter to Agent J, and there is a cute alien picture, and then a cutie picture. So we're going to get those files, okay? So we're going to say get to underscore Agent J dot text. And I might be making this up. It might be wget. We'll find out in a second. Consider, what does this say? Oh. I should probably spell to correctly. That might make it easier to get it. Let's see. All right, we got it. So let's also get the cute alien, just in case there's something special in the picture. And then let's get the cutie.png. All right, so get those files. They're going to put them into your attack machine's default folder. So we're going to, just because I don't know if we need to do anything else in here, just start a new tab and go get those files and see what's in them. So I'm going to just say open tab. And then I'm going to just say ls and see if it's here or if it is here. All right, so we can say cat and then to agent to look in here. So it says, dear Agent J, all these alien-like photos are fake. Agent R stores a real picture inside your directory. Your login password is somehow stored in the fake picture. It shouldn't be a problem for you. Agency. All right, so we've got something in these pictures. So we are going to, because they told me that, try strings on the cute alien. I'm gonna try strings and then file. And if none of those work, then I'm going to see what Nmap told me I really should be doing. So we check strings to see if there's anything in there. And hopefully it should be something obvious that just says password. And this is efficient. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do two things. I'm going to see if there's a hint. It says zip file or send password. Who is the other agent? And it does not have any of those. So I'm going to go back and say strings cute alien, and I'm going to say also look for password. All right, there's nothing in there. So I'll say file cute alien. And this tells us that it is a JPEG picture. And I'm going to do the same thing for the other picture, which I think is called cutie. So strings cutie. See if there's anything interested. Oh, there's a letter. It says to agent r.text, which we already have seen, so that's not interesting. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to do a grep to see if there's a password. And there is not. All right, so I'm just going to go take a look at the files, and then if desktop. Oh, here they are. All right, I don't see anything obvious in there. Don't see anything obvious in there, so I'm going to go see what Nmap said that I should actually do. Exit FTP and read the text file. Take a look at the JPEG, perform strings, nothing's in there. Let's use binwalk to see if we can extract anything from the picture. Okay. So we're going back to our terminal and use binwalk, which is the command line terminal. So binwalk and then cutie. Let's see if there's anything in there. Binwalk is not found. See if it on. All right. I'm just going to apt install binwalk to see if we can use that. All right, so it is finished, so we can now say binwalk cutie. And it tells us that there is a compressed file. Inside is a zip file that's called to agent R, it looks like. So let's try to extract that. Let's say binwalk -e cutie. And I think that's a little, oh, doesn't know which UT I want. So we want kitty first. And when we do that, all right, so let us say ls and see if there's a directory that's in here that was unzipped for us. CD, and it looks like it says qd.png extracted. So we're going to change directory, enter that folder. I'm going to say ls to see what else is here. And we see that there is, looks like 3 files and a zip file. So let's just real quick just see if there's anything interesting in this 2agent.port. There is nothing in that agent R text file, it looks like. So we're going to use unzip. I'm sorry, not unzip. We're going to use zip to John. So we'll say zip to John, because we said something about a password, 8702. And we're going to put that into agent sudo.text. And there's no zip to John, so let's say sudo apt install zip to John. And I hope I didn't put a space in there. Looks like I did. Let me go check. All right, did you hear me press enter? Okay, there we go. Unable to locate zip to John. Let's see. Let's try exit. Fprac, which is another command line tool to unzip zip files. All right, so that works. So let's see if we can do this. Okay. Mr. John. Oh, okay. It's saying use John to unzip it. Maybe I should have done that at first. Let's see. Let's just try real quick. Unzip 8702. If not, so we can try to use. No, it says no. Looks like. All right, so we're going to try to use John. So let me see. Give me 1 second to take a look at these. The John is what they said. All right, so let's try that. So it says sudo John -- format equals zip. And let's say yeah, I tried zip to John and it said that it couldn't locate zip to John. Zip to John, and then this is called 8702.zip. Do we need anything at the end of the command? Maybe we don't. Let's try that. All right, it cannot find John. Where's John? I'm guessing it's going to be like in a user bin or a user S bin. So let's go see. Let me look. Opt John. Let's see if that works. Let me just see if there's a user in here. It looks like everything is in the opt John. All right, so we're going to say and we shouldn't have to do sudo because we're in here. So we're going to say opt-john. Let's see if that works. Opt directory. No password is loaded. Yeah, it says try hacking should have the same tools involved in it, and it's not. I agree. All right, so we need to load some password hashes. So let's see if just maybe the Rocky word list will work, or does it need to be hashes? And I'm going to go to user/share-word list /Rocky and see if that works. John, oh, right, it was two Johns. No password hash is loaded. All right, so let me go back and see how I load these. That's not what I'm looking for. No password hashes. I'm pretty new to John, but I didn't load the hash, so I ran this, which I can't see because I'm old. Password list, home tally download, zip to rip.txt. Anyone know how to get no password hash is loaded? All right, let's try to do that app. And I'm trying to just reinstall John and see if that works. We're going to say apt-get install, and you're going to install try Hydra. All right, I can try Hydra. Do you know the command by any chance? Let's see. Oh, that's not what I want. Hydra zip file. All right. fcrack zip. Black numbers.zip. Did we already try fcrack zip? I can't remember. Let's see. fcrack zip dash u dash c dash p user share wordless slash rocku, and then the zip file, which is called A7. All right, someone also said that there's another file in there as well. Let's see. Yeah, I tried to do apt-get apt-install. Let me try it again. But it did not. It told me it couldn't find the file. Let's see. Cat to agent J. I think we already looked at that. And someone just said that there was a zip, another folder in here. Oh, you know, this is from this exercise. Yeah, I don't think that's the same thing. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to try to install zip to John again, since that did not work. Install zip to John. Yeah, it says it's still able to locate that package. Let me go back and see if my other thing finished. The fcrack zip. It did not come back with an answer. Let's see what's in this 8.0. Oh, that's the one I created. No. Yeah, sure. Let's see. Zip file pattern, Mr. John, and I don't think John is working. All right. So what I will do, I don't want to waste any more of your time. I will figure out how to do this within. I think when it was set up, it was done over the like in a Kali VM and not the attack machine. So I will go through this in the attack machine, and we will finish this off at the beginning of next week. I apologize. I should have been better prepared. So I will work on that. And any questions on any of this so far? If not, we will try to we will finish this off at the beginning of next week, Friday Night Live.
Hey, Tanisha, I got a question.
Sure.
I'm gonna play around with that as well. I downloaded the Kali Linux virtual machine. How do I get my, I guess my icons to look like yours? Is it like a special, I guess, setup or something?
Oh, so this is just this is the attack machine in what's it called? In TryHack. Yeah, TryHack Me. Like I don't have my Kali VM launched, but the one that I have is the 2020 version, so it looks a lot different. Like you can actually, let me see if I have. This is how the command line looks. So, but it's a lot different in the 2020 version. But I'm not sure like how to get it to look like this, because this is TryHack Me's.
Okay, gotcha. All right, I'll play around with it, see what's out there then.
All right, sounds good. All right, we will try to do this again next week, and then we'll finish this, and then we'll do whatever else we have in store. But thank you so much for coming out, and I'll catch you in the Slack.
Cool beans, thank you, appreciate it.
Hey, Tanisha.
You're welcome. Have a good night, everyone.
Appreciate the picking up the slack for me. I totally forgot about what day it was and everything. As you already know, Texas hate the snow, so we've been.
Yeah, I actually figured. I was telling LaTrenda at the beginning, like I forgot that you're in Texas, so you might be, having some issues. So I was like, we'll just do the one that Emma had sent over to me for the capture the flag. So it's not even a problem. We'll just pick it up next Friday. No worries.
Roger. All right. Thank you.